Today is one of those days where I just had a really fun but random kind of quirky video idea. Today we're gonna be trying to draw with Microsoft Paint. Why? I don't know, again, just a random quirky fun idea I had. Now to kind of give my history with this program, right? Like I actually used to use this a good bit back in the day, the Windows 7 version specifically. I also just realized that all the important stuff is actually over on this side, so this is gonna have to be the one video where I put my face cam off to like the left. So let's try to go ahead and get acquainted with this before we like actually start drawing anything. So let's see. We got like a marker up here, a calligraphy pen, an oil brush, a watercolor paint brush, pixel pen, pencil, eraser, then we got like, I guess that's a crayon, and then a spray can, and then a paint bucket. So do they not have like a colored pencil look? Unless maybe you pick pencil and then you can, oh, okay, yeah, you get like different colors that way. Okay, so that's pretty cool. They also got settings for like thickness and opacity. Okay, so basically what we're gonna be trying to draw today on Microsoft Paint is this picture of Larry Boy. Now, just for context, I have loved VeggieTales ever since I was a little kid. I am a bit older, so you know, I grew up on like the older episodes of VeggieTales. I don't even know if they're still making them nowadays, but I think back to like Shadrack and Benny with like the Chocolate Bunny Factory episode. I also remember one of the first ones I watched being like Larry Boy and the Rumor Weed. I've also been drawing this character ever since I was young. Granted, the pictures that I used to draw of it weren't exactly very good, but I tried to draw one just recently, and I mean, like, you know, the camera is also recording this in reverse, so it might look a little bit off. But all in all, you know, like, I feel like I did a decent job at replicating how it's supposed to look. So with that being said, I'm gonna be trying to draw this in Microsoft Paint, and we'll see how this goes. Now, I don't want to keep the picture up the whole time. Again, like, I'm quite familiar with the character, so I'm not gonna try to make it look absolutely perfect, but I just want to see, because, like, drawing with a mouse, I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm sure the program works a lot better if you have one of those, like, one of those fancy tablets or pens or whatever that are actually kind of like designs for this sort of thing. But as you can see, like, right off the rip, like, the lines are very whatever. So I think, because normally when I sketch, right, I do like the very loose, like, kind of just like jotting down multiple times over to get a general shape. It seems like we have different things over here. So we have matte, gloss, okay, I'm just gonna go with the matte. So we're gonna go ahead and try. Oh yeah, see, this is really hard to get. Like, even if I try to do like the general sketch, oh wow, okay, this is gonna be disgusting. It seems like my best bet literally might just be to just try to get like a general shape out here, because if I try to do the usual jotting thing, oh man, yeah, this already looks terrible. He's supposed to look like a cucumber, yet this thing is looking like a moldy, I don't even know. Alright, so we're getting a general shape down here. The top is definitely curving way to, like, this just, there's no way to make it look good on here. Like, every time that I try to give him just a little bit of a curve, or I go straight for too long, like, as you can see, it comes out looking not good at all. Alright, so how about this? We're gonna go in with the curve immediately. We're gonna curve outwards a little bit, and then we're just gonna try to keep the line as, like, not straight as possible, because once the line starts going like straight, that's when it stops looking good. So we're gonna try to keep it as loose as we can. Just hit it with the eraser real quick. Again, this doesn't need to be perfect, but I want it to look at least somewhat decent. We'll go ahead and kind of try to connect this at the top. I feel like that's way too curved, even compared to like how I drew it originally, but like I don't know what else to do with this thing. All right, that's like a decent shape, I guess. I mean, it's I mean, not really, but it's something, I guess. Oh wow, look at this. They actually have a thing for like 2D shapes and all that. So like I mean, I feel like that would kind of be cheating to use some of this, but at the same time, like, what? Oh, look, I could actually like maybe draw the eyes if I like go like that, and then I like try to turn it a little bit. Now, yeah, there's a way I can like even turn down the thickness. I don't know if I can actually make it look like it was drawn out of like a pencil though. But if I turn it to like, say, 21 to, yeah, that kind of lines up. No, that's definitely way too curved. Put it back to like 17 degrees, something like that. Like that kind of lines up somewhat, I guess. Is there a way to like duplicate wait, there's no way to duplicate things in here? All right, well, I guess I'll just try to draw on another one then. So just try, oh gosh, yeah, yeah, it's already gonna be kind of hard to duplicate. Oh wait, maybe not. Okay, so I kind of go like that, and then once again turn it over to like 16-ish, 17-ish degree. Oh no, I think that actually was curved way too much. His eyes are also a lot more round, so yeah, I try to maybe like pull this out just like a little bit more. Yeah, something like that. Are you really not able to like grab a certain circle after you finish messing with it for the first time? Because like obviously I already put it down, but it's not letting me like click on it again to edit it. So is this one just, is there nothing I can do with this? Well, I guess, can I hit it with the eraser? Okay, so I can hit it with the eraser, so that's good. But yeah, now that I'm looking at it, I think the other eye does need to, like, both the eyes need to be a bit bigger, so I think I just gotta erase both of these. Go back over the 2D shapes, and now we're just gonna make the eyes a little bit bigger, something like that. Yeah, maybe something like that. I think that looks somewhat decent. Then we'll go ahead, turn it just a little bit there, like maybe like 9 degrees. I feel like we had to turn just like, oh wait, no, what is that at now? Okay, yeah, like 9, 13 degrees. In terms of the placement, we just got to go down like a little bit low, like, yeah, right about there, maybe, no, up a little bit, definitely up a little bit. No, that's too far off to that side. I think like somewhere around here, but we also got to make it just like a wee bit wide. Yeah, just like that. I think I'm okay leaving it right there. So now we're going to go ahead, pull in another circle and try to make it look just like something like that. Yeah, okay. That's about just like that. Yeah, that's that's definitely not it. Make it a little bit wider. Yeah, there we go. And then I forget the exact degrees that we had it at. I think it was around 9 or something like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it's actually letting me get it exact. Oh wait, I think this one's actually just a bit too tall. Okay, there we go. That's starting to look like something, I think. Unfortunately, it is not letting me edit the circle because now I can clearly see that one is too big. So now for the eyes, we're gonna make the thickness about, well, like maybe a 12. Oh no, the 12 is definitely a bit too small. We'll crank it up to like probably double that to like a 24 or something like that. Then like right there in the center. There we go. No, we gotta make that black. Center of the eye, place that down. Center of the eye, place it down. I've seen some stuff, man. To say that this is going a little rough so far would definitely be understatement of the year, but, you know, originally I was gonna do it all with pencil, but at this point I'm just kind of utilizing the tools that have been given to me. As far as the nose is concerned, I feel like that is decent enough size for the nose. I mean, I could turn it, but then again, it is like a circle, so I don't really think it matters. And I just realized that everything is also a bit misaligned. Like, the face is definitely off a bit from how it should be. It should be a little bit more to the left, but not much I can do there. So I guess I'll go ahead. I can't really fill it in either because I gotta like kind of create a line in here. So I guess we'll go ahead and make that line now because probably like his mask kind of like goes across. Oh wait, actually, hold up. Like, wait, this could actually be a pretty good feature. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's not too bad. This side needs to come down just a little bit, I think. Yeah, there we go. That's okay. We definitely gotta make this purple. That's not the exact purple I'd be looking for. Okay, they do have a color wheel. That's nice. So I need a purple that's just a bit deeper. I'm looking for something more along like, yeah, maybe somewhere around there. Yeah, because, yeah, his purple is actually way darker. I had to adjust it a little bit, but that right there, that looks to be, yeah, I mean, depending on the lighting, that's about the purple that we want. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say yeah on that. Wait, I'm pretty sure paint just crashed. It says that it's a recovered project. Did it okay, it did. Okay, well, it saved enough of it, but wow, I can't believe it actually crashed on us. We'll go ahead and draw the line in again. For some reason, it's way thicker this time. I don't know how I'm supposed to adjust that. It just, one time it was working, this time it isn't. So something, oh wait, okay, I can turn it down just a little bit. We'll put it at about 4 pixels. That looks good. Next, we'll go back to the shapes, and I guess we'll try to get like a general shape for the mouth. So like, yeah, you know that, no, for the mouth, I think we'd be better off actually just trying to draw that one. So we're gonna go ahead and grab the pencil, and we don't want to go too far to, yeah, just like very ever so slightly below the nose. Just gonna go ahead and try to do my best. Oh wow, okay, that's not even the right color. I have a pretty steady hand for the most part, and even with my steady hand, it's like, it's impossible to get anything that looks even halfway decent. So I'm not even gonna try with that. I'm just gonna, there we go. There's his crooked little tooth. I mean, I tried to fix it. Next, we're gonna go ahead and get his little, like, you know, like his, I don't even know what you want to call it, but the thing, the collar. And these need to end up connecting down here. So we'll go ahead and draw it in over here, just like that. And then those kind of like connect right there, which we'll actually be able to use the 2D shapes once again. So let me go ahead and go back over here. And we do need, I guess we could go, no, I don't think I actually want to use the capsule. I think I want to use the circle again for something like this. So what we wanted, yeah, so actually, that's like the perfect shape right there. So it needs to get like from gradually bigger to smaller as these things go on. So for that first one, nope, I forgot I can't edit it afterwards. So I need to make sure it's perfect before I do anything. Something a little like that. Yeah, just about like right there, just about like where they connect. Is that? No, I'm gonna make it just a wee bit bigger. There we go. That looks okay. From here, we're just gonna go ahead and kind of repeat that. So make it just about as slim as the last one, but we also gotta make sure it's just a little bit smaller, like ever so slightly smaller. I think I could actually make this just a wee bit wider. There we go, just like that. And then we'll place it down right about there. And we got the final one, which can line up just about right there. Maybe off to the left just a little bit. Maybe, yeah, right about there. Is that? honestly think that's as good as it's gonna get. Next, we're gonna have to make, I guess, a bit of a curved line because, I mean, I gotta, oh no, okay, this line isn't what I'm looking for. I'm just gonna have to pencil this one. So you have like the main shirt, but then he also has like his pants or whatever, so you kind of want to like go something like that. Is that close? And I mean, it could probably go up a little bit more. There we go, something just like that, and then we gotta give him the Larry Boy belt. For that, I think I'm just gonna stick to the shape, so we'll give him like a decently sized circle. Yeah, just like that. Then we'll go ahead and kind of slap it right there, because it kind of like overrides the pants a little bit, and then we need to get in like 4 rectangles in total for his belt. So we got the first rectangle, which goes a little something right there. I mean, I would like to rotate it a little bit if possible, just because, yeah, just then it kind of like lines up with the rest of the drawing. We also need to put about like a half of a belt buckle over here on the side, just to kind of give the illusion of it going off of the thing, like kind of just like running off the page. But again, this is going to be a little difficult to pull off here. Kind of put it like that and then just put it right on the edge. And we go ahead and try to pull off the same type of wizardry over here. Just actually, no, it needs to be a bit smaller, I guess, because, I mean, that's just kind of how it ended up going. So I just got to go like that. I mean, since it's kind of like off a bit, instead of saying that I messed up the proportions, we could instead say that this is like a perspective type of thing, and we're looking at him from a bit of an angle, which is why the things on the other side don't line up exactly, or they're a bit off center or a bit smaller, depending on how you're looking at it. And then finally, one tiny little circle over here just to get that final illusion of like depth, or of it like going off the page, but or off of the side of like our perspective. But otherwise, that's really the best I can do for his belt buckle, I think. Now I'm curious to see with this whole paint bucket thing, how does it understand the... Okay, so it does actually kind of have like a grasp on like what the boundaries would be. Okay, so that'll actually make things a lot easier when we go to color this. So next up, I think we're gonna grab the marker and then switch over to like, you know, like a nice silverish color to get in the LB on his little belt. So we're gonna go ahead and try to draw an L. This does not look very good. And then make the B. That's way too big. Honestly, I'm afraid that that's probably as good as we're gonna get. So that looks like it says L8, but I'm doing my best. Next for the fin, I think this is another example of where we shouldn't even try to mess with like making something original. We should probably just stick to the shape. So we're gonna make it a bit taller at first, and you may be wondering why, and it's because we're gonna be able to turn it, which means that it should, no, we gotta make it a bit smaller again, to something like that. Kind of looks like his fin. I didn't exactly account for the proportions here, so maybe in this instance it's just, yeah, I guess it's just gonna kind of go off of the page. And then as far as the plungers on the ears are concerned, okay, is there like a half circle shape I could use? Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there is, so we're gonna try to do this a little basic. So typically the plungers will line up with the ears. I wasn't even trying to make a triangle, but at this point I'm kind of giving up. So we'll just go something like that, put out the little lines to where the plungers are gonna connect to, just push it out a little bit, and then just something like this. There we go, yeah, and then just try to connect. Oh wow, that looks like Pac-Man. Same thing over here, just try to make something that resembles like a circle of some, yeah, that's pretty difficult. But honestly, I expected this to look a lot worse than it does. I'm gonna be honest. Now, how technical do I want to get with the details? Because if I want to get real technical, I could go ahead and add in like the little lines around his eyes, the kind of like the part of the mask. Let's actually do that. So yeah, typically there's like just a bit of an oh no, you know what? We're not even gonna mess with that. Okay, so that is the finished sketch of Larry Boy, but now we need to color Larry Boy. Actually, that is a lie. I forgot to finish his color. I started it with the intent of finishing it, but then I totally forgot to. So now we need to bring it in like that. That's probably the as good as it's gonna get. And then same thing over here. Try to make it look somewhat decent. Yeah, sure. There we go. Actually, no, this is kind of bothering me. Try to fix this to the best of my ability. Yeah, I did my best. Now, hopefully this thing won't crash me again. And just to make sure that it doesn't crash again, we're gonna save. And now, since last time it crashed on me, we need to go ahead and get that purple back that I was kind of looking for. Yeah, it's something along like these lines, depending on the lighting. I think looking at that, yeah, it could be a little bit darker, but again, it kind of depends on the lighting, so just to keep things neutral, I think that that's an okay shade for us to go with. I'm not an expert when it comes to drawing or colors or anything like that by any means. I know a bit of like color theory and stuff like that, but beyond all that, obviously, I'm no expert. And yeah, the lines weren't very defined. I probably should have made them a bit thicker on the circles, but hindsight's 20/20. It seems like I'm gonna have to fill this in, because every time that I try to color his pants, it's making it like fill in the entire page. So there we go, just like that, and then try to color in the little bits right there, try to make it look as good as possible. Then we're gonna go ahead and switch over to a black to color in the belt buckle. Not perfect by any means, but I'm doing my very best. Go ahead, color in those little parts. Come on, move the mouse very particularly. I think that looks somewhat decent. Then as far as the yellow is concerned, is I should probably go for a bit of a darker yellow. The yellow we're looking for is, yeah, it's a bit more muted. I don't want to say muted, but it's just not as saturated as some of the yellows that they have on here. That is definitely a bit too desaturated. I think something like that is that's close enough, I think. So we'll go ahead, color in his little thing there. Go ahead and color these in. It's unfortunate that when I go to color in the lines, it's making like everything yellow. I don't want the actual lines themselves to be yellow. I want those to be black, but I want the inside to be yellow. Okay, when I zoom in, it stops doing that. Wow, when you zoom in, you can see like all the pixels. But okay, yeah, there we go. That's something. And then as far as the green is concerned for Larry himself, is that close enough to that green? Let's see. I mean, it's close enough to where it's not gonna bother me too much. So we'll just kind of leave that as it is. Switch back over to black to fill in the mouth. I don't think we need to be too picky about the plungers. Plungers come in all shapes and stuff. Oh, no, see, it's doing that thing again, where since it's not exactly perfectly right in there, I think that's the part that was kind of bothering it. So now if I switch back to the paint bucket, is that, okay, there we go. Then we can just grab a nice casual yellow just to kind of, nope, it's doing that thing again. Just a nice casual yellow, I said. It isn't working with me, so I'm just gonna have to color this in by hand to the best of my ability. Just try to, oh wait, maybe I could just like crank up the thickness a little bit. Yeah, just something like that. Just kind of try to like blob it a little bit. It already doesn't look perfect as it is. I'm not too worried about it. There we go. Oh wait, no, I almost forgot to color in his belt as well. And just like that, Larry Boy is complete. So we'll go through this now. We got the original Larry Boy right there, and then we got the Microsoft Paint version of Larry Boy right here. And then finally, we have my version of Larry Boy, which it's actually kind of hard to see because the lighting is like somewhat terrible. I'm trying to get it in a decent, but hopefully you can see that okay, but this is my version of Larry Boy. But anyways, yeah, that was my attempt at using Microsoft Paint, and I'm ashamed to admit that it took me like 30 minutes to do that, but 'tis what it is. I'd love to hear from you guys. Between this one, the original, or the one that I drew, which one is your favorite rendition of Larry Boy? But anyways, if you guys want some more just kind of quirky videos like this, whether it be drawing stuff on random programs like this, or, you know, maybe like drawing stuff IRL, or flipping through my art books or whatever, just whatever it is, whatever thing, and I'd love to hear from you guys. But anyway, as always, massive shout out, thank you to all the Patreons and channel members. Thank you to all in the low ball tier, and your shout out, thank you to all in the blue ball tier, Mel asking me dad man in the base, thank you to all in G tier, Run Avenge, someone cheese girl. Thank you guys so much, you guys are literal legends. I love you. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.